Hello everyone, I welcome you to this new video. It's great to have you back with us today. On the table for you is the Worx Nitro cordless leaf blower, specifically the WG543E. As you can see, it's a super compact device, but it's also supposed to offer quite a bit of power, which seems a bit contradictory at first glance. That's why I'm really curious about what we can expect from this small device in today's test. I hope you're just as excited, so let's not waste any time, because after the intro, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. You can find the current prices to support this channel below in the video description. Thank you very much for your support, and let's get started after the intro. Maximum air speeds of 200 kilometers per hour, an air volume of nearly 700 cubic meters per hour, all at a light weight of only 1.7 kilograms. That's what the Worx Nitro cordless leaf blower WG543E promises us. What we can really expect from this device and how it performs in the test, we'll take a detailed look at in today's video. Already on the product carton, we find numerous specifications and information about the device itself. However, let's take a direct look at the contents of the package to see what's included. From the product box, we have, as you can see here on the right side, all the paperwork. That means the user manual for the blower as well as for the charger. Right below it, the actual cordless leaf blower, and let's not forget, there's also additional small accessories such as the charger and battery. In this case, all necessary accessories are included to start operating the blower right away. But before we extensively test the blower in practice, let's take a closer look at it in detail. Let's start with the most prominent feature of the Worx WG543E, and that would be its size and weight. As you can see, this cordless blower is not only incredibly compact, but also relatively light. I would almost say it's one of the most compact devices I've introduced on this channel so far. The blower has a length in its standard state of around 75 centimeters. That's nothing special really, but it gets much more interesting when we look at the design of the device. This means that at the back we only have the handle, then a short section of the shaft, and then there's the actual turbine. There's nothing more to this device. By doing this, Worx saves a lot of unnecessary plastic casing and, of course, weight. Because here comes the next significant feature of this device into play, namely the solo device, as we currently see it in front of us, weighs only a staggering 1,100 grams. This means the device is incredibly light, and even in conjunction with a large 20-volt 5 ampere-hour battery, the blower weighs only a gross 1.7 kilograms. As a result, in terms of weight, the cordless blower is not only way ahead, but also offers huge advantages in terms of handling. For this reason, we find a nicely sized handle at the back. As you can see, it's fully rubberized, providing very high grip, and I must say, in terms of ergonomics, the handle feels quite comfortable, and due to its weight, the device can be held and maneuvered extremely comfortably. Regarding activation, the blower does not have a built-in trigger or anything similar that we need to hold down continuously. Instead, on the top, there's a small built-in dial. The blower offers a total of 2 available power levels that I can set here by turning the dial. There are no intermediate steps, but it brings the significant advantage that the blower is continuously activated. I don't have to keep the trigger pressed down continuously during work. Instead, the blower runs until I set the dial back to the 0 position. And that's all with the controls here on the handle. We can't adjust anything more at the back. The only thing we find at the very back is, of course, the battery compartment. For this, we need a Worx Power Share 20-volt battery, whether we use 4 or 5 ampere hours. I would personally recommend using the largest battery possible, meaning 5 ampere hours. This way, we achieve maximum runtime. Let's move a bit further ahead to the heart of the actual cordless blower, namely to the built-in turbine. The Worx WG543E has, as you can easily see, not only an extremely compact brushless motor that fits into this small plastic casing in conjunction with the turbine, but is also relatively powerful on the other side. Connected to this, the blower achieves maximum air speeds of an impressive 58 meters per second, and a maximum air volume of a proud 11.6 cubic meters per minute in practice. Compared to the previously tested cordless blowers on this channel, the blower ranks in the upper middle range. In practice, I tested the WG543E with a large Power Share 5 ampere-hour battery, which I fully charged before the test to provide maximum power and runtime. I started with the lightest load, meaning blowing leaves on a solid surface in power level 1. As it turned out, the blower had no problem with this and could completely clean the area. And it's worth mentioning that in power level 1, we save a lot of energy, thus achieving a longer runtime. However, I personally would recommend Power Level 2. This way, you not only finish faster, but can also move a larger amount of leaves effortlessly, as was also evident in this test. Furthermore, the blower offers us the ability to adjust between the two key factors, air volume and air speed. For this purpose, we find this small device at the front. Specifically, on the left side, as you can see, there's an orange button that allows us to release and move the nozzle. By adjusting the movable nozzle, we can decide whether we want to use only the air sucked in by the blower and coming out of this small hole. This means we have high air speeds. Or if we want a larger air volume, we push the movable nozzle all the way forward and additional air is sucked in through these side channels. In test, I extensively examined this feature for you, comparing both results side by side to better assess the outcomes. In direct comparison, I have to admit I didn't notice a significant difference. It is noticeable that in terms of volume, there's a slightly larger air volume. I would recommend this for really large areas, even on solid surfaces. So for situations like my test on the lawn, I would definitely stick to the speed setting. In the context of the speed setting in Power Level 2, I was able to remove another layer of leaves from the lawn. I couldn't find any issues with that, even though some of the leaves were partially embedded. Lastly, I also tested much larger, wet leaves, as is common in the fall. Here too, I must say the blower performed really well and could easily move the large leaves, at least up to a certain point. This means if the volume of leaves becomes too large, the blower is no longer sufficient. After the extensive practical test of approximately 15 minutes of continuous use in Power Level 2, the large 5 ampere-hour battery still had a remaining capacity of 2 out of 5 bars. This means in practice, you can expect a maximum runtime of around 20 minutes. For those of you who want to delve deeper into the practical test of this cordless blower, I'll link the detailed test video for you up here in the top right corner in the info card. All in all, I can say that the Worx Nitro cordless leaf blower, the WG543E, performed quite well in the test. On one hand, as I mentioned earlier, the blower is just extremely compact and, of course, super lightweight. This means even after half an hour of continuous use, you can still easily operate the device without experiencing significant fatigue in your forearm. And on the other hand, I can use the blower effortlessly as both a right and left-hander. Not to forget the good performance of the cordless blower, which, in my opinion, is more than sufficient and can be used on both paved and unpaved surfaces. Personally, I would recommend using the blower primarily for cleaning paved areas, as here the cordless blower can truly showcase its advantages. So, my recommendation goes out to anyone looking for a super compact and incredibly handy yet powerful cordless blower within the Worx system. And now, it's over to you. What do you think of this type of cordless leaf blower? Feel free to share your thoughts, maybe even your experiences, down in the comments. I'm looking forward to your feedback. And with that, I would say, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, quickly subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video in the future. You can find the current prices of this device in the video description below. Thank you very, very much for your support. And with that, take care until next time.